Hello, this is Dee with Divine Needle, and this is the collective reading for June the 1st, 2021. It is 12:18 a.m., and yes, I'm doing these in the evenings now. Our schedule's having to be adjusted, so anyway, divine timing and all. So, right now, the moon and Jupiter are in grand conjunction in Pisces. And the energy is definitely picking up. This time frame between the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse coming up is a big deal. And there's a lot going on in the media. The amount of UFO traffic has increased to the point the media and the governments and everyone can't cover it up anymore. So they're talking about it in the news even. But they're a little too late for that, especially since they, for all these years, have claimed everybody that had seen UFOs or had visits from ETs were all a bunch of crazy people. They weren't crazy, not at all. That was actually going on. Anyway, yeah, this reading is for Tuesday, June the 1st, 2021. We're going to start out with the Sabian Mysteries. And this is our picture for the Sabian Mysteries. And it doesn't want to focus quite on it. Let me see if I can get it to. Well, in the mornings it focuses okay. It takes it a minute. There we go. A Topsy saucily asserting herself. Well, a very apt Sabian Mysteries picture. For me, that is our celestial brothers and sisters announcing their presence. Very much so. It's like, hey, we are here. That's what I'm getting from that. Let's see what Osho Zen has to say about June the 1st. For the collective, what can we expect for this day, June the 1st, for the collective adventure? Nice. Very much a Fool card. That's our childlike innocence, off on a new adventure. That energy. That is seeing things for the first time with childlike eyes and wonderment. Could it be this? Let's find out. Let's find out what else they have to say. For the collective, what is the overall energy for June the 1st? For the collective, what is the overall energy for June the 1st? Oh, cards are getting squirrely. Overall energy for June the 1st. Overall energy, June the 1st. Overall energy, June the 1st for the collective. They keep acting like they're going to spit out and then they don't. I don't know. Overall energy. There we go. Archangel of Healing, that's King of Cups, and the Giver, Six of Orbs, that's Six of Pentacles in other decks. Alrighty. What is our highest priority for today? What is our highest priority for today? Highest priority for the collective. Highest priority for the collective. Highest priority for the collective. Okay. Sacred Fire and the Hollow Void. That's Ace of Scepters, Four of Chalices. And what do we need to be mindful of and or prepare for today? Mindful of and or prepare for. Wow. Okay. The Rogue, Holy Water, and the Destroyer. Wow, that's a heck of a combo. All right. Underlying the Initiate, one of the Fool cards of this deck, one of the three. Okay. Whew. The Earth Goddess, Seven of Orbs, and the joined one, Two of Chalices under that. I always like to take a little sneak peek at the underlying energy. All right. So underlying energy starts out, so this is kind of the undercurrent going on. The Initiate, Spirit in search of experience. All right. Now, what did I do with that? Give me just a moment. Okay. We have the Initiate personifies a return to spring, starting a new cycle of growth. Ab incunablis, from cradle to grave, ab eternio, since the beginning. So, setting a new path is the underlying theme. Our overall energy for today is Archangel of Healing. That is the King of Cups. That is the communicator, the counselor of the kings. Angel who salves and purifies. The King of Chalices is the Archangel of Healing, a reigning angel over the healing arts and purification of mind, body, and soul. She presents herself to you now to guide you through precarious times, and she's here by your side to salve, to heal, and to purify what is currently diseased, debilitated, feeble, or unwell. This archangel appears to those who are in most need of healing. She has a tender place in her heart for those who are like fish out of water, caring for them the most. Here is a spirit guide for mending your wounds. And then the Giver, Six of Orbs, equal reciprocity card. Let the karmic cycle remain unbroken. Give to receive, but give back. The giver is the spirit of provision. Seeking anonymity, the giver shows only the hand in offering. Yet know this about one of the many names of the giver, Anasadora, the giver of gifts. In the Six of Orbs, we also see the divine blessings of Demeter, who gifts you with material success. When the giver appears to you, the spirit of nurture is all around you. Give freely, mercifully, and you shall receive freely and mercifully. Mhm. So, equal reciprocity, communication, and love. The counselor. Our highest priority, sacred fire, Ace of Scepters, the awakening. That's a big deal right there. Awakening the hollow void. That is amazing. I have two fantastic men sitting next to me gaming together. So if you hear some obnoxiousness coming from the peanut gallery, you'll know why. Anyway, sacred. What was that?
Cats knocking over my stuff.
Oh, okay. Kitty's knocking over things. All right. Sacred fire. Ace of Scepters. This is a great awakening. A switch inside you has turned on your creativity, productivity, ingenuity. Fire is alchemizing in your world, materializing as a creative project, an innovative new venture, entrepreneurship, or the spark of inspiration for a passion project. This is also a new direction in career development. This is the awakening stage of your path. The awakening of the hollow void. Four of chalices. Bunch of kitties getting in trouble. They're going in time out. The hollow void builds our psychic inner platform for spiritual strength. This is a spirit presence with you as you look inward, reflect, meditate, and reach independent insight on why there is the hollow void. This is the awakening of that hollow void. Many of you probably feel this. A lot of people have been running around completely asleep. Evidently, there's going to be a massive awakening of those still asleep, I have a feeling. And could it be because our friends in the sky making an appearance? Don't know. This is the spirit that helps you conduct re-evaluation. How do you find meaning in that which feels meaningless? The hollow void is the spirit here to help you navigate personal sensations of worldly discontent. Here, a sorceress goddess of magic and healing, signified by the scorpion perched in the tree, has compelled a divine hand to offer you waters blended from the mystic sea and the sea of awareness, spiritual revelation and attainment of worldly knowledge that will fill that hollow void. Worldly knowledge, the grand awakening. That's our highest priority. And what to be mindful of, prepare for the rogue, holy water, and the destroyer. Seven of Swords, the rogue. A very interesting card. The rogue is mischief personified. Here we see the story of Loki cutting off Sif's beautiful golden locks of hair while she slept. Sif is the Norse goddess of the earth, of plenitude and the grains, affinity, fertility, family, marriage, mother of might and magnificence. She was also a seer. The mind, the thought plane, and the intellect are the weakening barriers to materialized success. The Seven of Swords denotes an unstable mind and unstable efforts. The rogue is the spirit of cunning and scheming. We see compromised integrity. Yet the rogue is also the personification of one who is misunderstood. So when the spirit appears to you, you are the rogue in pursuit of an undertaking that diverges from the mainstream. You may get blowback for it, and yet take heart that the toad on the lily pad is symbolic of a rainmaker, an omen of ambition that begets plenitude, while the snail calls in the grace of the eminence, the blessings of the nine of orbs. A little bit of roguish behavior is called for if you seek to achieve your goal. You're being challenged to confront an ethical dilemma. Will you choose to follow the rules or will you break them? I think it's a little bit of roguish behavior, a Topsy saucily asserting herself. So some roguish behavior. Holy water. Ace of chalices, second ace of the reading, the purifying. You are being cleansed. You will find the inner peace you seek. Water is alchemizing in your world, materializing as concord and fruitful development in home and family, the domestic sphere, or promising prospects in love and relationships. Your soul is being purified by what is to come. Unions are forged. What fills you will wash away past hurt. There is renewal. So purifying. So and then the destroyer, Ten of Swords. That's the stick a fork in the undone card. The destroyer is ruin personified. Here you are watching the dance of Kali, a wave of catharsis, crashing onto the shores of your psyche. The destroyer's downfall is a consequence of our acts. There has been a fall from grace. The destroyer appearing before you can be an omen from a death spirit or a triple goddess motif, portending doom, destruction, or plunder. If you have erred and let pride or glory corrupt you, then the destroyer is here to cut down that pride and glory so you might find your way back onto the rectified path of wisdom. If you have been unduly betrayed or hurt by another, then the destroyer is here to pull the swords out from your back and will ravage vengeance on your behalf. What goes around will come around. The destroyer is here to warn you of deception afoot, treachery, perhaps even treason that threatens your well-being. Be cautious of your environment and who you are trusting. Very interesting reading, because with the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords, that feels like someone's doing some shady business, dealing um, with unions that are forged. And you're not going to be having it. Okay, let's see what they have going out of the reading for June the 1st. That is a really interesting combination. being cleansed of this. Okay, let's see what they have going out. What do you have going out of the reading for us today for June the 1st, please? What have you got for us going out for June 1st? For the collective. Postponement. I don't always see that card as the words at the bottom. This is being able to see how everything's black and white. It feels like this hollow void energy. Okay. And then this is the awakening. This is where everything becomes technicolor. Everything's going to become technicolor. Everybody's going to see everything through new eyes. Wow. Interesting. On the bottom of the deck, birds represent angels. These angels are coming to meet this one. I just noticed this, and I never noticed it before. This angel's trapped in a cage. And these angels are coming to rescue this one that's in the cage. Wow. See, I've also seen this card as like an energy portal and communication between us and them. But in this case, they wanted me to notice the cage itself. You guys are going to be released from your cage. I wonder if that's about the soul traps.
That could be.
Anyway, a huge awakening for the hollow void. Those that are not awake yet, evidently, there's going to be a big wake up call. Wow. And that's the highest priority, the big wake up call. Okay, guys. A little bit of roguish behavior is called for. I guess we're going to have to see how this plays out. It's going to be an interesting day. Also, keep in mind these readings can fluctuate a couple of days before and after the reading. So for some of you, this may have already happened, but for many of you, this is getting ready to happen. And I think that is what the case is here, based on this. Wow. This is like a storm brewing, water, destruction. A storm brewing, water, and destruction. Whew. So, communicating and sharing that information is the overall energy. Okay, something's going on. See, my readings are always about the microcosm and the macrocosm. And this is very much discussing the macrocosm a lot here. I think there's going to be a huge awakening, and then what's to follow is some sort of storm. Major storm. It's a purifying of some sort. Wow.
Crazy.
Well, what interests me is these two cards coming up. They use this card to talk about Devil's Tower in Wyoming. Is that in Wyoming or?
No, I think it was somewhere else.
No, it's my.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's right there on the edge of Wyoming and South Dakota. They used this card to tell me about a ship that came in over this particular location, and it actually happened. And this card was also part of that. Wow. And that's in that underlying energy. The joined one, a vortex.
There's a lot of action going on there in your video.
Yeah, the cats are doing this right here in the background. Ten of Swords, the Dance of Kali. There's a lot in this reading. There might be something else happening at the Devil's Tower again, based on this reading. It's going to be a huge wake-up call to those that aren't awake yet. The divine bringing in a cup, saying, howdy, we're here. The howdy. Wow. See, this is the one who salves and purifies. Some sort of purification's happening, and it comes with a destroyer and a storm. Okay, that's going to be interesting to see how that plays out on the macrocosm. Wow. Yeah, this whole thing's about a storm. Some sort of storm. Okay. The moon and the sun. The sun, this is the moon. Aquarius and Gemini. Both air and water. And the mixing of it right there, the joined one. All right. Well, you heard it here first. Some major storm event of some sort and a major awakening, a big whoa moment. A big awakening. All right. So that's for June 1st. Hey, I am that I am. Master of Puppets, how's it going? A very interesting reading for June 1st. It would appear real interesting. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out because it looks like there's a rescue of some sort. Birds of a feather. All right. Well, there you go. There you have it. Anyway, I'm going to be doing a reading about that date they gave me back in February. They gave me the date of June 10th. I'm going to do a second reading on that and find out what that's all about. I'm going to do that and upload it. It won't be live stream. So, but it'll get uploaded. So be looking for that because that date is really, really, really significant for some reason. I'm going to find out specifically why. Anyway, hope you have a grand Tuesday. Talk to you all later. Bye.